Ever have one of those friends in another profession where you wind up you're doing some of the same things but for different reasons? I had an experience like that and I want to tell you about it. This is Bruce and we are Grokin. One of my favorite people on the planet and one of my better friends is Sam Moore. We spend a lot of time together, but we've never done anything professionally together. The interesting thing about Sam is that he is a trainer and he's trained people in a lot of different walks of life. So one of them is he has taught development process at Blue Cross Blue Shield. He's taught in the mission field. He's taught people to build water development systems in the developing world. But we talked about training and training philosophies, and he was looking over my shoulder when we had a chance to cross the Big Bend in the Great Loop. And I'll leave a link about Currently Away in the Great Loop if you want to read about it. But what's interesting is that he got to look over my shoulder as I was wrapping up one of my classes. And he told me about a training technique that he uses called the 4 A's. It's called anchor, add, apply, away. And we both realized that that's something that I did in my classes intuitively. So anchor means that we come in with an understanding of where a customer is in their requirements. And in this case, the customers might have some new and some experienced developers. And for me, that's okay because I can leverage the more experienced developers to teach the less experienced developers in the class. The more experienced ones get to essentially solidify what they've learned, and the less experienced ones get to progress faster because they're not being taught by a raw expert. And add is the idea that I am going to add a technique. So essentially that means that I might talk for 5 minutes, or I might put somebody in an IEX console and describe some code to them as they type it in and rough out some ideas. But after we do the add, we allow them to basically go off into a breakout session and apply those lessons. And I've done these 3 things repeatedly, but the 4th thing is called away. And in Groxio trainings, we always have an away section. We do this multiple times. We do it at least twice a day. And the reason is that this is a bit of a love letter to the person that hired me. What I'm asking people to do is reflect on lessons that they've learned and how that's going to make their development job different and better when they get home. And this solidifies the return and investment that my clients are going to see. So these are 4 A's: anchor, add, apply, away. And we use them religiously at Groxio. And thanks to Sam Moore, now we know what to call them. So this is Bruce, and together we are Grokin.